I think for the students, one of the most compelling aspects of this program is the opportunity to connect with their peers. For the American students, to meet the Germans and the Dutch, and vice versa, and to, to become friends, to have this opportunity to learn about each other while they're learning about history. All those things together, I think, creates a very compelling moment for young students.
You're one of the writers of the essay.
Yes. Yes.
So you dived into the story of Leendert Overduin.
Yes, I did. It was very exciting.
It was exciting?
It was very exciting.
What's exciting about it?
I just found it very inspiring the way he used his position as a pastor to protect other people. I think a lot of people, when they get into a position of power or a position of safety, a lot of times they try and protect themselves first, or they put other people down and bring themselves up. But Pastor Overduin, he brought other people up. He protected other people with his identity, which I don't think a lot of leaders today, they do as much.
When I joined Neighbors Abroad, which is the sister city organization for the city of Palo Alto, this was the first project I got involved in, and I was absolutely just amazed and fascinated by this story of a man whose story could have been huge. He could have been known all over the world if maybe, for example, his story is so similar to like an Oskar Schindler in Germany, where Steven Spielberg happened to make a movie about him. But here we have somebody who was very quiet about what he did. He just did what he thought was right, and it's a very compelling story, I think, for the modern day, and for any day.
What did it bring you to write and to study about Overduin?
Currently, for the past few years actually, I've been in environmental activism and the intersectionality with racial justice and like human rights and all that. And I found it very inspirational. Like, I'm working in social media right now, and the way Pastor Overduin used being a pastor as a shield against the Nazi regime was almost like the way that I want to use social media and like the screen as a protection against, whatever, anti-activist movements, so Proud Boys and Oath Keepers and violent movements, and it's a lot safer, and I want to use that to bring other people up, just like Pastor Overduin did.
There's three roles in this story. We've got the Americans, they liberated Europe back then. We got the Dutch, they were invaded. This Overduin guy that had a lot of trouble. And then we have the perpetrators, the guys that did this to us. Did that play a role, as far as you know, with the students interchanging with each other?
That's a really interesting narrative, and I really actually like that. But no, it really didn't play a role. It just so happens, that Enschede has a sister city in Germany, and we are sister cities with Enschede in the United States, or in Palo Alto, California. So it just so happened. But I think it's actually a beautiful narrative, and it is a wonderful celebration of how the world has changed and how we can all come together and learn about the past with an eye toward the future and making sure none of this happens again.
Wie ist das für ihr, hier mit Amerikaner und Holländer über den Zweiten Weltkrieg zu reden? Oder?
Ja, also mir ist natürlich bewusst, dass wir eben diesen Hintergrund haben. Und ich mache mir auch manchmal Gedanken, was jetzt eben zum Beispiel Amerikaner über uns denken. Ob sie denken, dass wir immer noch dieses Gedankengut haben wie von früher, aber das ist natürlich überhaupt nicht so. Also,
Jetzt hast du eine Chance, mit den Amerikanern darüber zu reden, ne?
Ja, also das waren ganz schlimme Verbrechen, die Nazis früher begangen haben. Und
die Holländer haben ganz schlimme Sachen in Indonesien gemacht und die Amerikaner haben auch schlimme Sachen gemacht, aber
besonders mit dem Hintergrund des Zweiten Weltkriegs, das liegt zum großen Teil in der Verantwortung der Deutschen. Und genau.
Completely different backgrounds, right? Americans, Dutch, Germans, European, American. Do you notice a difference? Is there anything, particularly in relationship to this story as well, right?
I think we are all humans. We all have the ability to be empathetic and distinguish like right from wrong, hurting a person versus not hurting a person. I really believe that everybody here is able to see that and empathize with the people who were hurt. I don't see a difference. I believe everyone.
People are people.
Yeah.